This is an interesting assignment.
It is. I'm just having a problem figuring out how to write up the report.
Oh, how much have you done?
Well, the introduction was easy. I just expanded on the information that the lab assignment provided, about the effects of alcohol on reflexes. And I used the same references that he cited.
Me too.
Then I described the experiment in the second part, the methods and materials section.
What did you include there? The lab assistant said that it was important to be specific when we did this part.
Yeah, he did. So I mentioned that there were 10 subjects and 5 were drinking gin and tonic. But the other 5, that's the control group, they were drinking tonic only. And no one knew which group was which. Then they each had to drive in a computerized, what was called? A simulator of a car that was supposed to be moving at 35 miles an hour. And when they saw a bicycle, they were supposed to hit the brakes.
So far, so good. The only thing I can think of that you might want to add is maybe a little more about the subjects. I think they were college students, and they were selected at random to be in the experimental or control group.
Good idea, especially the part about the random selection. That would be important information if someone wanted to duplicate the experiment. And didn't he say that this section had to be specific enough for another researcher to be able to replicate? Oh yeah, replicate. Yeah, replicate the study.
Okay, so what did you do with the results section?
That's the problem. I can't seem to figure out what to put in the results section and what to use for the discussion section. If I put the chart with the reaction times in the results, should I explain the chart in the discussion or what?
Oh, now I see the problem. The chart's fairly self-explanatory, isn't it? It is really a simple chart to read.
That's what I thought.
But you still have to explain the chart in the results section.
You do?
Yeah. Look, here's what I'd do. I'd look at the chart and try to come up with a few general statements. For example, oh well, all of the subjects who were drinking alcohol had longer reaction times. Then you can look at the range. 1 second to 4 seconds for the subjects who were drinking only tonic. And that's compared with 3 seconds to 20 seconds for the subjects who were drinking gin with the tonic.
So I'm really just repeating what's on the chart, but I'm explaining it in words. Right. But here is the thing. You shouldn't draw any conclusions in the results section, just the facts. You mean just what happened in the experiment?
Right. You have to save the conclusions for the discussion section.
Okay, so in the conclusions, I might say that driving after having 4 drinks, if you have 4 drinks, you probably won't be in a position to avoid an accident.
That's good. And you could also point out problems in the research, if there are any, or suggestions for future research.
Like doing the experiment with beer instead of hard liquor, or repeating the same experiment with 3 drinks instead of 4.
Sure, that's the idea.